This video is on translating words, and we love when words come into math class, don't deny it. So when you see problems like this, we just have to recognize the vocab that we see and kind of know how it translates into math. So this first example, the quotient of, well, not A6, the quotient of 6 and a number, we need to know what quotient means. So in your notes or somewhere in your brain, just make sure you have memorized quotient. That's going to be division. So we want to make sure, can't even see what that says, that we are setting up something with division. You can do a fraction, you can use a division sign, whichever you like. So when you represent the quotient of 6 and a number, it is going to kind of just go in this order, which means that 6 is going to be the numerator, and you're going to divide by, now a number, because we don't know what a number is, we're going to use a variable to represent a number, so I'll just go ahead and use n. So the quotient of 6 and a number is represented by 6 divided by n. You also certainly could do that, and those mean the same thing. All right, next example, we have the sum of 2 times a number and 7. So the one word we need to make sure we know here is sum. Anytime we see sum, we're talking addition, so we want to make sure that we add. So what are we adding? When you have a sum, there's two things. So we're adding 2 times a number and a 7. So we have to represent 2 times a number. Well, times, there's another one of those words, that's multiplication. So 2 times a number, we can say 2 times n. That shows 2 times a number. And 7, so we're adding 2n, bring in your plus sign, a 7. And so we're finding the sum of 2 times a number and 7. All right, 4 less than a number squared. So if you are less than something, oh, there we go, how nice. Oh, look, there's one hiding down there. All right, anytime, like 4 less than a number squared, that means there's going to be a minus 4 off on the end. You know, 4 less than 10 is 6, because you would do 10 minus 6. I do think sometimes these make sense when we can use example numbers, and that will help you know if it should be 10 minus 6 or 6 minus 10. So anyway, well, I didn't even write that right. What did I say? 4 less than 10 is 6, so 10. Subtract 4 off on the end. So we're 4 less than something, less than a number squared. So that's your exponent. Here's a number, we have to square it. And to be 4 less than this, we do minus 4 off on the end. All right, last example, 5 decreased by a number. On that last one, I guess if you see less than, we want to know to subtract. On this one, we have decreased by. That also is subtraction. So 5 decreased by a number. So what that means, if you're taking 5 and you're decreasing by a number, if I said 5 decreased, abbreviate, by 2, you would do 5 minus 2 to get 3. So it makes sense with numbers. So 5 decreased by a number. 5 is your starting point, and you're going to subtract off of that. So that's why we're going to do 5 minus, and then what are we decreasing by? A number, so 5 minus n. So on problems like this, just look for those vocab words that help you know which operation to use, and be careful with the subtraction that you have, that you are subtracting in the right order, because with subtraction it's not commutative, so if you write it in the wrong order you would get a different answer.